Oh, excuse me, I'm tying my shoes. It's important to tie your shoes. Seems like such a parental thing to nag at your kids about. Tie your shoes! Your shoes are untied! Don't go out of the house! Gotta tie your shoes! Sitting in my car, a little early for work. Drove here in Birkenstocks to let my feet kind of rest. Got into my work shoes. Decided to put them on before I went live. No great reason. I mean, I know the reason. In the back of my mind, the whole time I was talking, I know I'd be saying, oh, you still got to put on your shoes. Hey, Ken, don't forget to put on your shoes. Ken, you can't go into work wearing Birkenstocks. You got to put on your work shoes. Do you have enough time to put on your shoes? That's the little voice inside my head. It's hard living with that voice. Hello, David. Hello, Mission Jack. Hello, Jake. Hello, Kim. Hello, Jean. Hello, Rhonda Ann, Beth Branch, Daryl White. I got a bunch of these cups floating around my car. I go to Starbucks too often. Or maybe not enough. It's just a matter of perspective. But I got a bunch of these cups floating around my car with water in them. I always order a venti iced water as I'm leaving, or whenever I order my drink. I've fallen behind in my consumption of my fluids. I was just at a Starbucks, and I'll get to that in a moment, at a drive-up. I rarely go to drive-ups at Starbucks, but I thought I would today. And it's hard for me not ordering a venti water, but I see several of these already in my car. Thought, they're probably still good. It was cold out last night. No ice in them, but that's okay. Let's finish off some of these before we start ordering more. But good morning, and good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Monday morning. It is 6:35 my time, because I'm coming at you from the Midwest, just outside of Chicago. And it is July 17th, I believe, if I'm doing my math right, because July 4th was a Tuesday, and it's almost 2 weeks after that, which would put it to the 18th, but we're taking off a day, so that comes up with July 17th. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be walking around all day thinking it's the wrong day. Am I a cop? No, I am not a cop. I don't know. Why would you ask that? Because of my hair? I wonder if cops have shaved heads more often than that. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, again, this is my name's Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me kind of talking and sharing some experiences, sharing the ups and downs, the roller coaster that life can be at times, sharing kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly. But for those that have been watching a while, and I'm just going to get to this part before I start getting distracted and talking about my stories. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. I got one of these today. I never get one of these. That's for the drive-up. For those that have been watching a while, you know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. Good morning, Lois. Karen Hansen, thank you so much for sharing the live. And thank you all so much for joining me this morning, this Monday morning. This kind of cool, kind of hazy Monday morning. Hazy because apparently fires are still burning in Canada. And apparently the wind has brought the smoke down. It's going to be the summer of haze, because we're already halfway through the summer. Oh, yeah, we are. And it's been a hazy summer. Good morning, Long Island Lori. Do you guys know each other? Caitlin's talking to Long Island Lori. But anyway, good morning from Mansfield, Ohio. It's so friendly. We have such a friendly group coming on today. Everyone's saying good morning. I'm from here. That's nice. We should all have name tags. And I'm pretty good at asking the background story on whoever I meet. But just for those people that aren't, we should all have name tags and our hometown on them. Good morning, Tallahassee, Florida. Something like that. Anyway, as I was saying, for those, hello, Janice Roman from Massachusetts, and Cindy Lou from North Carolina, and Smokey Robbins from Burr Ridge, not too far from here, and from Michigan. Oh, we got everyone doing it today. Isn't this fun? But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee. It's a venti. I just got it at the drive up. I looked at the gentleman that was giving it to me and I go, is it hot? And I don't like to be a difficult customer, but strangely, sometimes Starbucks doesn't give you the coffee nearly as hot as it should be, which I just find unimaginable that they don't have that down to a science. But some days you'll take a swig and it'll be pretty warm. And for a guy that likes his coffee hot, pretty warm doesn't do it. And when you're going through the drive up, if you're at inside the Starbucks itself and you get a pretty warm cup of coffee, you can go, hey, this cup's kind of pretty warm. But since I haven't taken a sip of it yet, I have no way of knowing. However, I do have a way of knowing. Thankfully, thank you, God, for giving me 5 senses. And one of them is the sense of touch. And my little fingers are saying this cup's pretty darn hot. So it's got to be a pretty hot cup of coffee. And I'm excited to have my first sip this morning. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Ooh. And it is hot. The guy's name was Marco at Starbucks. He challenged me. He goes, well, it should be. You want to take a sip? And I said, yes, I did. But then I realized that I don't take that first sip till I join you. So I touched the cup and realized it was hot enough. My mind was going a little too quickly to fully process that first sip. I didn't get the pleasure I should. Plus, it was hot. It almost burned my lip. Let me take another swig. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Janice, now why couldn't you have been my first client? Your vibe is great. Can you teach my clients? Yes, I can. I can teach your clients. I don't know if you can teach a vibe, but I think you can. I think if you hang out with people with a good vibe and a positive attitude and a certain zest, you're more likely to have a positive attitude and a certain zest. But I'll be warning myself. I can't surround myself with people that have lack of positive attitudes, lack of spirit, lack of energy, because it's not my job in life to give my energy to others. And I'm teaching myself that. It used to be, I'd almost seek people out that were kind of, I don't know, humbugs, and go, hey, they should be a little chirpier. They should have a little more energy. Good morning, Ty. Good morning from San Francisco. Maybe I'll go there and I'll tell some jokes and I'll be excited and I'll feel good and they'll get energy and they'll come up to my level. But what invariably happens at best is you guys kind of meet in the middle. If you hang out with people that are down here and you're up here, you're going to meet here at best. If there's a bunch of them, they might suck you all the way down to here. And let me tell you, you don't want to get sucked all the way down to here. I am a psychic medium. I'm full of vibe, been gifted since birth. I used to hide, but now I'm just me. Hey, Janice, well, that sounds awesome. Hello, two-girl mom. It's interesting you say that, Janice, because that's kind of what I'm going through. And that's a little bit about what Coffee with Ken is. Becoming myself. Becoming doing silly things. I posted a video last night of a picture of me in jean shorts. And there's most of my life, I would have been too embarrassed to do it. And it had the Right Said Fred, I'm too sexy thing going on behind me. And it's just my legs and my feet. But for most of my life, I would have been embarrassed. Somebody would have insulted me and said I looked certain ways or, whatever. And I just thought the video was so funny, and the picture of my legs was funny, and the combination of the Right Said Fred song, Good Morning. RJ, you're right. I was missing socks. It was hot out yesterday. Yeah, I normally wouldn't have done it. And I've learned to just be me. And, I'm not trying to overshare, but I'm me, and I don't overly fret, and I don't mean to say it in a bad way, what you guys think of me. I guess I don't want you to hate me. I wouldn't want you to all hate me. That'd probably hurt my feelings. My feelings used to get hurt a lot. I think I've always had a natural good energy and a good vibe, and most people like me. And I've said this before, but if I was in a room with 20 people, I don't know, 16 would like me, 2 wouldn't notice me. And, well, I don't know if 2 wouldn't notice me, but 16, 17 would like me, and 2, 3, 4 wouldn't like me. And I'd be trying to spend my time trying to get those 2, 3, 4 people to like me. And that's just a waste of your efforts. Not everybody's going to like you. You're better off doing you. And to heck with those 2, 3, 4 people that don't get you or don't like you or what have you. Janice Roman says, I talk a lot. Well, that's what the show is about. It's about me talking and sharing my love of coffee. If I didn't talk, the show would be really boring. And by the way, I'm outside of where I'm working right now. I was a realtor for 17 years. Let's have a little more. I was a realtor for 17 years, and I left that at the beginning of the year. And I got divorced at the beginning of the year. And I gave up drinking alcohol and smoking pot coming up on 2 years ago, which is a lot of changes. And when they all are hand in hand, and there's other changes I'm not even bothering to share. I've moved. I think if you put a list down of stressors in one's life, I probably got like 4 of the top 5 stressors in my life all happening in the last couple of years. But anyway, I'm sitting outside my Super Target. No, it's not looking busy because we're not open for another 15 minutes. And I'm here early because I woke up early. I was feeling crappy. My whole body hurt. I was going, oh, my neck, my body, my ankle. I didn't get enough sleep. And I think a lot of times in my life, I would have let that drag on through the day. Somehow, some way, I've learned to bring gratitude and start laughing. And I listen to a heck of a lot of positive affirmations. And sometimes they get absorbed into I'd say into my skin, but into my hearing, my ears, whatever it's called, your ears. And, but they get absorbed, even if you're not necessarily listening to them. Sometimes they sink in deeper. Sometimes you'll be tuned out and thinking about something, and you'll tune back in and you'll hear, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And a lot of times I'll be literally in a really crappy place, situation. I'll be sitting in traffic or waiting on a train or rushing to something, and I'll be going, crap, this isn't exactly where I'm supposed to be. How could this be exactly where I'm supposed to be? And then I'll kind of chuckle. And I think laughter is so good for the soul. And I've learned to laugh at myself and smile a little more. And I've always been good at smiling. Dealing with stuff and dealing with the ups and downs that life serves or delivers or brings us. Because life's going to throw you some curves. Life's going to throw you some fastballs. You're going to swing and you're going to miss. And you're going to swing and you're going to miss. And you're going to strike out. And you're going to go to the dugout with your head down. And you're going to feel like crap. And you're going to go, oh, I suck. Oh, I shouldn't even be in baseball. Oh, I'm in the wrong sport. Oh, I shouldn't even play sports. Oh, maybe I'm a lefty, not a righty. But then you're going to go, come on, Ken. And you're going to pull yourself back up and you're going to dust yourself off and you're going to get back up and you're going to take some more rips at whatever the life is dealing you. And sometimes you're going to get a hit. Sometimes you're going to even hit a home run. Sometimes you're going to strike out. Sometimes you're going to hit in a double play. And all of this is life. All of this is life. And I think that's just the way life is. It's certainly the way my life is. Well, thank you, Aiden. And kind of taking it all in and feeling like you have reason, feeling like you have purpose. If you're fortunate enough to be me, I mean, not saying I'm that fortunate, but I'm blessed with having a lot of good friends that I can reach out to. I reached out to somebody a couple times during the weekend, and he texted me back early in the morning and apologizing that he didn't get back sooner. And what he doesn't know is I wasn't really expecting an immediate response, but I had some thoughts on my mind that I just kind of wanted to say and kind of to upload or get out of my mind. And I'd say, hey, divorce is hard, or, you know, life can be tough, or I'm going through something right now, or I'm feeling up or down or sideways or what have you. And you don't always need somebody to come up with the answer, your solution, because sometimes there is no answer. There is no solution. It's just what life's dealing you at the moment. And my dad once told me, and this was about 10 years ago. I think I was going through my first divorce. I'm twice divorced. For those of you out there, I'd avoid getting divorced. It's hard. But anyway, I was going through my first divorce about 10 years ago and said, Dad, I don't even know what to do. And he goes, well, just keep going forward. Keep moving forward. And I've kind of taken that in, and it's kind of been my motto. And again, taking it in and kept moving forward and kept doing my thing and kept smiling and kept doing my best. Sometimes my best wasn't always awesome. And there we go. Sometimes my best wasn't always perfect, but your best isn't always going to be perfect. And I don't know. Let's have a little more coffee. Oh, feels so good. Feels so good. I get to go in to work here in about 4 minutes. And let me tell you, when I woke up, I wasn't enthused about any aspect of going into work today. But I think by getting my coffee, getting here early, talking to you guys for a little bit, and kind of put me in a better frame of mind. One thing I want to talk to you about, I've been looking for a new job, career thing, and I've been working at this Super Target for the last 6 or 7 months. And I'm wearing this. I wear this, and I put on a vest with a name tag when I go into work. And what I realized while I was getting ready is my boss dresses this way, and my boss's boss dresses this way, And my boss's boss's boss dresses this way and wears a red t-shirt to work. And wherever I work next, I don't think I want a job where my boss's boss's boss wears a red t-shirt to work. I think for most of my life, and putting together my resume over the last couple of weeks, in the description section, I put, I don't know, experienced sales professional or business professional or something like that. Certainly the word professional was in my description. And I think something about wearing a t-shirt to work dilutes your feeling of professionalism. And it's not only me, because I don't mind me, because whatever, I'm just stocking shelves, opening up boxes and putting back stock in the storage area. But if it's not just me, but it's my boss's boss, and my boss's boss's boss is wearing a red t-shirt. And I think I'd like to work somewhere that we exuded more professionalism. I'll just say it. Professionalism, more business attire, more care about our presentation, more care about how we looked, how we talked, how we walked through our day, how we did our job. And I think if everybody's wearing a red t-shirt, it's kind of hard to feel like a professional. And I've been watching the show Suits over the last week and a half. And it's about a high-powered law firm. And they obviously wear suits, hence the name of the show. And it brought me back to the times in my life where I was either a stockbroker and we wore expensive suits, or even as a realtor, we tried to look at least business casual or look nice or cared about our presentation a little bit more. And I think I'd like that in my next job going forward, to exude more, whatever that is, differentiation or awareness or what have you, care about how we looked. Because if everyone's wearing a red t-shirt, and they don't all have to be the same colored red. I don't want to look like everybody else exactly. Anyway, those are my thoughts for you this morning. And I so appreciate you guys joining. I'm going to swig a little coffee. It's 6:56. Teddy Boy said he could probably defeat me in a fist fight. What I find most funny about that, Teddy Boy, is that you said you could defeat me. It's as if we're playing a video game. You didn't threaten to kick my ass or anything. You said you could defeat me in a fist fight. So I think that's funny. I appreciate it. Teddy was my first dog's name, by the way. So there's a soft spot in me for you. Good morning, Josh Agrand. Thank you guys so much for joining and hearing me talk this morning and sharing a little bit of your morning with me, sharing a little bit of your coffee. Small part of your day. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope you're feeling good. You're excited about your day. It's Monday morning. It's a new start to the week, a new start to our lives. Each of us gets to start over every day, and Mondays are great days to do it. And I'm going to take about 3 more swigs of coffee before I head on in there, and I'm going to do my best today. I'm not exactly where I want to be. I'm not wearing the type of clothes I want to be wearing, doing the activities I want to be doing, but I am exactly where I'm supposed to be at this moment. And this is just one step on my path that is life. And sometimes, the scenery along that path isn't exactly the beautiful scenery we were hoping for. But if we keep moving down the path, we're going to get exactly, I mean, we are exactly where we are. But the scenery is going to change. The scenery is going to get better. The clothes we're wearing is going to get better. The people we're working with are going to be the people that inspire you and excite you and motivate you to keep going. And again, this is just one step on my path. And I encourage you to make the best of the step you're on. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.